Coming up on CityView, grab your library card and head downtown. The new Central Library is now open to the public. It's going to be a little easier for people with disabilities to enjoy Austin's Boardwalk. We'll take you down to the waterfront. And finally, the event Feeding the 5,000 lives up to its name as the Capitol grounds transform into a picnic for thousands of people hungry for food and change. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Next time you're downtown, be sure to check out the brand new 200,000 square foot library. And sure, check out a few books while you're at it too.
2, 3.
City and state officials cut the ribbon for the Austin Central Library, 2nd Street Extension, and the Butterfly Bridge, opening the doors to tens of thousands of people who couldn't wait to check out Austin's newest public space. And people weren't just browsing. Visitors checked out more than 6,000 books, movies, and music in the opening weekend.
When you walk into this place, you'll see that it's a totally different library from what our mothers and our fathers used to. The space is airy, it's a lot of light, outdoor lighting for you. We have a rooftop garden with butterflies everywhere, all the way down to our first floor, which has the special events area, and lots of technology for folks to come in and enjoy. And one of my favorites is on the 4th floor, is in the reading room, where you can just sit in a quiet time and just read a good book and just sit back and enjoy it.
Attendees snaked their way up the staircases, signed up for library cards, enjoyed music from the Austin Symphony, and met the artists behind the spectacular bird sculpture.
As a teacher, I think this is great. Everything I've seen, there's something for everybody here. I've seen the teens' place is amazing. They got outdoor reading. They got the amazing children's library downstairs. It's kind of like the Willy Wonka Charlie Factory. It's something for everybody here.
The Austin Central Library is now open to the public 7 days a week. Details are online at library.austintexas.gov/central. Also now open to the public, the Boardwalk Trail Pier. A project nearly a decade in the making, the pier is ADA accessible, offering recreational opportunities for people of all ages and abilities.
Woo! All right.
Hey! Thank you.
The Core Health Foundation spearheaded the development of this project, gathering funding from donors in the city of Austin. The vision, initially developed by Eric Mikowski, was spurred by his love of fishing and desire to create more recreational options in Austin for those with disabilities. To kick off the opening, organizers provided fishing rods to attendees.
My mom loved coming down here, but it was very hard in a wheelchair to get from the parking all the way down here, and there were places she just couldn't go. I just couldn't get her there. So I'm very excited on behalf of her, as well as everyone else who has difficulty, who may be in a wheelchair, who has difficulty getting around, and so this is so exciting.
The Texas Education Agency reports more than 500,000 children have special needs, making ADA accessible recreation options a necessity for our community. A UT graduate student teamed up with the city's Watershed Protection Department to get a conversation going about protecting waterways throughout Austin.
Hey, good morning. You here for the water walk? Yes. How you doing? I'm Kevin.
The Blue Index Water Walk encouraged people to take photos of area waterways.
Does anybody here like water?
And then write about their feelings. Dozens of people walked around Lady Bird Lake, first enjoying the view, and then putting into words what they thought of the waterway. The Blue Index project put up 30 stations around the city to gauge people's emotional responses.
Put your phone in there, you take a photo. So once you take that, you should be able to follow this web link, and it tells you how to upload the photo. It takes less than 2 minutes.
Photo stations will be up for 18 months. The project has helped make experts in the community aware of the conditions surrounding the different bodies of water in Austin.
A lot of people in their comment section have put how a body of water has been neglected and how they've come there for several years and how they wished it would be better. So it's either they're feeling calm or they wish that the park surrounding the water would be better taken care of. 1, 2, 3, water!
The community's responses to the different waterscapes will be used to propose guidelines about outdoor space to the city of Austin. If you're out around the water and see one of these stations, you can write an assessment by visiting the website on your screen. Did you know about 1 in 6 people are food insecure? 40% of what we produce in the community is edible food, and it's being wasted and tossed into the landfill. Recently, the South Lawn of the Texas State Capitol transformed into a global food waste and hunger awareness event. The event, called Feeding the 5,000, took food that would otherwise have gone to the landfill and instead fed a huge crowd a delicious meal.
We are gonna pull all the thawed chicken out.
We are starting to prepare the meal for the Food for 5,000.
Well, we're close to wrapping this guy up.
We're going to be feeding 5,000 people on the lawn of the Capitol building. We need to get the butternut squash out here so we can start dealing with it using 100% reclaimed food. So just cut them into usable or manageable pieces. So it's not bad food or food that's spoiled. It's food that didn't have a home. Everybody have gloves, everybody have knives. So it was headed for landfill, collected to begin with, and brought here to the Central Texas Food Bank. We're heading down a Chicken a la King Road. So it'll be, have a nice little crumble on top, but it's gonna be an easy thing to serve to that number of people.
All the bones went into the steam kettles, so stock is just coming up.
Oh, perfect. Okay, once the stock's made, we'll then start combining ingredients and getting it all ready. Let's get this out of here. Can you hold that door, please? 2 people, please.
Believe me, there's plenty of food out there, and there are plenty of people who can use that food.
I need you guys to work as a team, okay?
I knew there was a lot of food waste. That was not a surprise to me, but finding out how many people need that food is really sort of eye-opening.
For example, the city has an ordinance that requires food and other organic material to get out of the landfill. We got food from a local school, and one of the reasons that that food was not able to be served to the kids is because it was misstated. Food waste and food recovery in particular is an issue that I really care about. We're trying to raise awareness about global food waste, the massive amount of food that's going to landfills, and also talk about hunger in our community. If you have items that are starting to look a little old, move those into an Eat Me First bin so it's top of mind.
Yes, thank you volunteers. Thank you to all the volunteers that came out here today.
We're here to raise awareness and to educate the people who can donate the food, that there are people out there who can use your food, and it's better to feed the bellies than to feed the dumpsters.
In the end, more than 3,000 pounds of food were rescued to create meals for more than 5,000 people. About 3,200 meals were served at the event, and the remainder were packaged and delivered to local shelters and soup kitchens. If you would like to learn more, check out the website at the bottom of your screen. That's all for this week's City View. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. Our next episode premieres Monday, November 20th. Thanks for watching.